Hey, vinyl community and Beatles fans and George Harrison fans. You guys may have seen the announcement recently that All Things Must Pass, the 50th anniversary edition, is finally going to be seeing its release on August 6th. Now, there are many different formats that this album is going to be available in. There is going to be the standard 3-disc album, which is going to have the remix of the original album. There is going to be a 5-disc version, which is going to have the original album, and then 2 discs of alternate takes and outtakes and different demos and versions of the tracks on All Things Must Pass and songs that didn't make the final lineup of All Things Must Pass. And then there is going to be the 8-disc Super Deluxe set, which is going to contain the original album with the remixes. And from what I understand, 5 discs worth of the alternate takes, demos, songs that never made the final album. And to top it all off, there is going to be the Deluxe Uber box. Now, I can certainly afford the 3-disc version. I can afford the 5-disc version. I can lay out money for the $200 8-disc version. What are they asking for the Uber Deluxe box? $999. Let's call it $1,000. Why are we even calling this $999? Like that even makes, 1 penny makes a fucking difference. Okay? And it just makes me mad. And I know other people have ranted about this. Olivia, Donnie, do you need money that badly that you have to gouge George Harrison and Beatle fans $1,000 for a deluxe box set? Now, what's in this deluxe box set? So, according to the George Harrison website, the Uber Deluxe has an elaborate and expanded version of the scrapbook and includes a second book, 44 pages, chronicling the making of All Things Must Pass through extensive archival interviews with notes. Well, I could probably do without that. This also comes with a wooden bookmark made from a felled oak tree in George's Friar Park. So that is kind of cool. The 1/6 scale replica figurines of Harrison and the Gnomes featured on the album cover. I'm listening. A limited edition illustration by musician and artist Klaus Voormann. You had me at Klaus. Love Klaus Voormann. He's the one, if you are not familiar, he did the artwork, he did the drawing for the Beatles Revolver cover. He also did the artwork for the anthology project that graced the covers of the CDs, the albums, the DVDs. A copy of Paramahansa Yogananda's Light from the Great Ones. What the fuck is that? Seriously. Light from the Great One. Never heard of it, never heard of this guy. So I guess that means I'm not a hardcore enough George Harrison fan. Next, Rudraksha beads contained in individual custom-made boxes and poster. I don't know what that is. I just know when I hear beads, not interested. I'm not into jewel. I'm not paying $1,000 for jewelry. No, thank you. And of course, the 8-disc edition that you could get for the much cheaper $200. So, all that being said, know this about me. All Things Must Pass is my favorite solo Beatle album of all time. I currently have 3 vinyl copies. If you've seen my All Things Must Pass episode, I've got the original Apple pressing, I've got an orange Capitol label pressing, and I've got the remastered version that came out a few years back. So I love All Things Must Pass, my favorite album. And some days, sometimes when I'm in a certain frame of mind, it is better than the White Album. Some days. I like it that much. Let's put it that way. I am in love with that album. One of my favorite albums of all time. Might be top 5. So when it comes down to it, when I think about it, can I afford the $999.99 Uber Deluxe box set? No, I cannot afford it on my meager record buying budget. But do I want it? Yes, I do want it, even though I don't care about the book, I don't care about the beads. I am very much interested, because I'm a completist, in owning the top of the line, most extreme edition of this album, because I like it so much. So basically, it comes down to, I can't afford it, so what am I going to do? I'm not going to steal it. I know that's where your minds are going. No, I'm not going to steal it. But I'm thinking, this comes out August 6th. I have some time to prepare. I have some time to figure out how I am going to get $1,000 to be able to afford this box set. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to have to sell some stuff around here to make that kind of money. First thing that I think I can part with from my collection, not going to be happy about it, but this is the Bob Dylan, I don't know how many CDs are in here. There's a crap load of CDs. It's pretty much every Bob Dylan studio album up through 2016 or something like that. I mean, they sound great. They're all remastered, comprehensive with a book. So this is the complete album collection volume 1. Like, there's going to be a volume 2. Like, Bob Dylan's going to live long enough for there to be a volume 2. I don't mean to disparage Bob Dylan or his fans. I'm a Bob Dylan fan. I really am, in spite of the fact that I would be willing to part with this to have the Uber Deluxe box, just because I'm a completist of one of my favorite albums of all time. So, not sure how much I could get for this on Discogs, but thinking maybe $200. So, already we're almost a quarter of the way there. Another thing that I'm willing to part with, and I've already laid the groundwork for this, this is my wedding ring, titanium wedding ring. I've already, in preparation, I've thought this through quite a bit. Already laid the groundwork with my wife. Where's my wedding ring? It was on the kitchen counter. You were cleaning the kitchen counter. What did you do with it? Well, now it's gone. Now I don't have my wedding ring. Well, you better look for it. So she's frantic, looking around the house, emptying out the garbage, looking anywhere that she could place this ring. So, over time, I'm hoping that that situation will resolve itself. There's a couple of pawn shops around here. I don't know how much I could get for it. If anybody has any idea how much I could get for that, if you could leave it in the comments section. The next thing, these are my kids. This is a box of my 9-year-old's Pokemon cards. The ones that I find all over the freaking house, that he leaves all over the floor, in the living room, in the couch cushions, on the dining room table, on the kitchen counter, on the floor in my music room, on the floor in his bedroom, in his bed, everywhere. You get the point. Kid does not put his Pokemon cards away. Well, there are consequences, and there have got to be, I got to imagine, at least 500 Pokemon cards in here. So I am going to see on Craigslist how much these will fetch for. I don't know if any of these are valuable. Don't know much about the Pokemon trade or anything like that. But again, if any of you know, are there ones that are more valuable than others? No idea. Should I sell them as a set? Should I try to cherry pick some of these, sell some for more than others? No idea, but hoping maybe $100 right there. So I'm getting closer. The next thing that I am going to put up for sale is my kid's bike. The one that he leaves out in the driveway, never puts away. We have a garage, we have plenty of space in the garage, never puts that fucking bike away. So I am going to put that up on Craigslist. And, You know, we've had some bike thefts in the neighborhood, and I'm so sorry, dude, but I don't know where your bike went. Did you leave it out front? Well, what did you expect was going to happen? So I don't know. For a kid's bike, it's like a, what do you call it, like a BMX bike or something like that. It doesn't have speeds or anything on it. So I don't know. I'm thinking 50 to 100 bucks maybe for the kid's bike. It's been left out in the rain for God knows how many nights, but still got to be worth something. And the last thing that I can think of to sell, and I just recently had herniated disc, and I was prescribed some Vicodin. Now there is approximately, I don't know how many are in here. There got to be like 20 Vicodin here. So I don't know what the street value of this is, but gotta believe I can get at least 100 bucks there. So I think I'm well on my way to getting to that $1,000. I might have to pay some of it out of pocket. I'm willing to pay up to $150, $200 out of pocket for this Uber Deluxe box set, because that's what I would have paid anyway for the 8-disc set. Can't pay more than that. So I'm hoping selling some other stuff. If I have to, you know, I will figure out other things to sell. There might be an album here or there, maybe a box set or something I can part with. But anyway, that's my idea. Am I out of my mind? I don't know, but I'm a completist. I really want to have that box set. I want to have that bookmark oak tree that was part of Friar Park. I think that's very cool. And it comes in a box, wooden box. So anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Take care and have a great day.